My name is Vince Salerno. I am a filmmaker, I am a Catholic, and I'm a passionate American. Why am I telling you this? Well, because frankly, I'm tired. I'm tired of pretending there is not a battle for the culture going on right now. I am tired of the exploitation of children and the encouragement of that exploitation through arts and entertainment. And I am tired of the woke activists infiltrating film studios and destroying beloved stories, franchises, and characters to fit their perfect image of the world. Now, where is this coming from? Well, let's start from the beginning. Pixar. It all started with Pixar's latest film, Turning Red. Turning Red is the story of a little girl named Maylin Lee who, when getting too excited about anything, turns into a red panda. Initially, I thought, okay, that's a cute, innocent concept to maybe explore puberty and womanhood through the eyes of a little girl. Turns out the movie was laced with terrible values for children, specifically disobeying and lying to your parents, which I understand every movie does, but it's really in the 10 Commandments to honor your mother and father. Explicit talk about puberty and this strange, quote-unquote, horniness to the entire film. This is not something that should be in a Pixar film. The way I see it, Pixar should cater from ages 5 to 55. They explore themes in a very simple way that is accessible to both children and adults. And as a result, children and adults love these movies. I grew up with Pixar as a child, and I always thought they were the premier studio of all studios, better than Disney itself. So I made the very difficult decision to not see the movie and not support the movie, because I believe that providing good, wholesome, and frankly innocent child's entertainment is important. And I thought this is the first and last time that I'm gonna have to do this, because there's no way this would get past any other Pixar movies going forward, especially since they have such a great track record of amazing films. Nope, Pixar was going to double down and insert more identity politics and more values that disalign with some parents. Specifically by including a gay kiss in the movie Lightyear. Now that was the final straw for me. And this has caused me to reflect on how I view these things, how I stay involved in these things, and how I respond, frankly. I love Toy Story. I've been extremely vocal about that on my podcast, on my videos, in casual conversations. Toy Story has always been and always will be my favorite movie because of the values of Toy Story. At its heart, these films are about being human, and it is an exploration of the human struggle and the pursuit of happiness through the life of a toy. And that was, I think, exemplified perfectly in Toy Story 4, where Woody has to make this difficult decision to continue on a life where he knows that he's outgrown, or forge a new path. And these movies have done a great job of staying out of this political nonsense, this political correctness, this woke agenda. And it's told stories that are accessible to all audiences. And that's what I think good film does. It reaches at the hearts and souls of everybody. And when you focus on specific beliefs or specific values that do not align with majority of audiences, you're going to lose a lot of your audience. And the fact that Toy Story is being thrown into this culture war is infuriating. I ignored it when they did it for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I ignored it when they did it for Star Wars. I can't ignore it with this. Buzz Lightyear should be a hero for boys and girls to go and enjoy. It should be a fun, epic, awesome space movie with robots, aliens, lasers, spaceships. Even saying all this, it still looks like a great movie. But I am so upset that I can't support it because I'm not going to see the movie. And it breaks my heart to have to say that because I love Pixar. And up until this point, I have had no problem supporting Pixar because they are the best at what they do. But they're slowly not becoming the best at what they do. And it really starts to make you wonder why John Lasseter was kicked out, why Lee Unkrich left, why Josh Cooley left, and why now Brad Bird is going to work with John Lasseter at Skydance. I don't think it's a coincidence. The gay kiss in Lightyear is in response to the quote-unquote "don't say gay" bill, which is actually called... I should have prepared for this. Which is actually called the Parental Rights in Education Bill. Now, of course, everybody has said this bill does not say the word gay anywhere in the bill. In fact, according to the bill itself, it requires district school boards to adopt procedures that comport with certain provisions of law for notifying students' parents of specific information.
Requires such procedures to reinforce fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding upbringing and control of their children.
Prohibits school district from adopting procedures or student support forms that prohibit school district personnel from notifying parents about specific information, or that encourage students to withhold from parents such information. Prohibits school district personnel from discouraging or prohibiting parental notification of...
You get the idea. It's protecting parents' rights to know what teachers are teaching their children. It's not about erasing gay people from the face of the earth, which is what the LGBTQ community at the Walt Disney Corporation wants people to think, which led to their pathetic protest that didn't even amount to a quarter of the entire company. And Bob Chapek at Disney is catering to these, I'm not even going to call them filmmakers because they're not filmmakers. They're activists who are trying to infiltrate these studios and correct what is supposedly wrong with all these franchises, with all these beloved characters, which is what Disney hasn't been doing for years. They need to be more diverse. They need to insert all of this in child's content. If that sounds A-okay to you, you really need to question your values. These are kids we're talking about. And these kids belong to their parents, not Disney, not the woke activists infiltrating these studios, trying to do it for a better future. Not teachers, no one. It is the parents' decision and not theirs. They're coming for your kids. They want to indoctrinate your kids. If you've listened to my podcast, if you've watched my videos, you know that I dance around these issues because I've been trying to protect my status as a filmmaker. I didn't want to be rejected by anybody. I didn't want to keep myself out of getting any potential jobs. I didn't want to keep myself from opportunities. All of it basically just sitting down and shutting up and letting the war go on. Well, you know what? I'm sorry it's taken the butchering of Toy Story for me to do this. This is like the activists at Disney cutting off the head of Toy Story and throwing it over the barricade and saying, that's what you get. To me, Toy Story is a victim of this culture war, one that I cannot stand by and let be treated this way. Hence the hashtag Save Toy Story. What I'm trying to say is that I've been staying silent and neutral on these issues for so long. And you know what? I'm done. Enough is enough. So next time you tune in to the Vince Salerno podcast, or next time you watch one of my videos, you're not going to see a reserved guy who's trying to tiptoe over these issues. You're going to see somebody who is tackling these issues as far as entertainment goes. I'm not a political person. I'm not trying to convert you to my view of the world politically, although I think it's a little more nice, at least compared to liberals. They're controlling the country right now. I don't see anything good happening right now. I'm tired of pretending like there's not a war going outside our front door, because it's happening. And I'm running into this full force. And if I lose friends because of this, if I lose jobs because of this, if I lose all the support in the world because of this, I don't care. Because this does not align with my values and what I believe. And my loyalties are with the big man upstairs. And if he's not happy with what I'm doing on this earth, then what's the point? best start thinking about what your values are. Because this war is here, and you gotta make a stance. The time to staying neutral and staying out of the fight is done. If I lose fans for this, then so be it. But I hope some of you stay tuning in. God bless, peace out, and hashtag Save Toy Story.